Welcome to the Success Sensei Podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devane.
Bowing in. This is Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. And this is the Friday Blitz.
The Success Sensei Friday Blitz coming at ya.
Episode 80. We're getting there. How was your last decade? So we're only 2 months away from the end of the year. But have you realized that you're only 2 months away from the end of this decade? There actually hasn't been that much reported about coming to the end of the decade in the media or anything. So I've talked to quite a few people about their decade and summing it up. And now is a perfect opportunity to have a reflection. We are coming to the end of the year. I think we're all kind of caught up with Brexit. We're all caught up with Halloween. Then it's Christmas time and uncertainties and impeachments here and news there and all kinds of stuff that I don't think a lot of people, it hasn't hit their consciousness yet that we're hitting the end of a decade. We're going to be entering 2020. 2010 to 2020. We're closing down those 10 years. How was your decade? So towards the end of the year, it's always a great time to review your progress and review your goals. So looking at your 2019 and figuring out what went right, what went wrong, what can I improve on, what did I achieve, etc., etc. It's very a good process to do a review. When you're doing a review, anything that you didn't achieve, you simply carry forward. If there's still goals and you haven't changed your mind, you still carry forward. But unlike other years, it's not just about this year. It's a decade, as I said, 2010 to 2020. So where were you at in 2010? What were you doing? How was your life in 2010? How is it different now? Hopefully you've progressed in the last 10 years. Hopefully you've done a lot. I would imagine that when you go through the process of actually sitting down and figuring out, because it takes a little bit to think back 10 years, to figure out what you've done in those 10 years, hopefully you will actually surprise yourself with the amount that you actually have done, because we're all very hard on ourselves. We think we're not doing enough. We think we're procrastinating. We think we haven't moved forward. But I would guess that if you have a look back over the previous 10 years, you probably have done a lot more than you've given yourself credit for. You've probably done a lot. You could be in a different work position or study position. You might have gone on for further education. You might have gotten a pay increase. You might have gotten a promotion. You might have gone on several trips over the past 10 years. You might have bought a vehicle or two or several. You might have changed your whole wardrobe. You might have lost weight. You might have increased your financial independence. You might have started a family. You might have done so many different things and enjoyed so many different experiences. Now is the time to acknowledge what you have achieved, what has worked out for you, and what needs to be rejigged or resorted or replanned to go forward into the next decade. So 2020 is a brand, it even sounds like a cool year, 2020, like 2020 vision. And it feels like we're going to be living in the future, 2020. I don't know if you remember the show years ago called Beyond 2000, and which was all about futuristic inventions that were going to come on stream. And it was called Beyond 2000, and we're now hitting 2020. It's absolutely mad to think about it. And there's going to be a lot of changes, I would imagine, over the next 10 years. Hopefully you've enjoyed the best 10 years of your life in the 10 years just gone by in a zip like that. And make a commitment that the next 10 years of your life will be even better. I don't care what stage you're at. I don't care what age you're at. Make a commitment that you are really going to pull out all the stops for the next 10 years, because you're going to be doing this review again in the next 10 years. and you want to, at 2030, you want to be able to give yourself an A+, a glowing report on everything that you've done. Hopefully you're able to do that from the year 2010 on. But if you're not, carry it on forward, break down your goals, think pen and paper if it's the easier way to do it, or on your phone or on your computer or your tablet. Set out your goals, set out your plans, but do have a reflection. Take a little bit of time out and see how much your life has changed in those previous 10 years. I hope that helps. I hope it gives you food for thought, and I hope it motivates you for your future, which will be even brighter in the next 10 years than it was in the previous 10 years. You do have more control than you realise, so just get stuck in, figure out what you want, and then just go ahead and do it. Thank you for listening. I'm Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei. Life is a fight you can enjoy and win. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.